Today we will be reviewing How the Monster Stole Me on Christmas Eve by Jade. Please be aware that there will be spoilers and explicit content for mature audiences only. Hey guys!
To start this book, and then the book's only 58 pages or something like that. Like, it's very short. But when I got to the end, I was so just like, what the hell did I just read?
No, really, because it was it was wild. I did not know what to expect when we got the request. Like, I think we made a post saying, give us some suggestions for Christmas reads, and yeah, this one was explained to us that we were gonna be on a wild ride, but I still wasn't expecting it to be this crazy.
Okay, so basically the book is about our main character Cindy, and she comes home for the holidays and pretty much ends up being kidnapped by this Grinch monster who pretty much kidnaps her and then just fucks her real good, and then she falls in love with him, and that's literally the book. Like,
Super
what?
short, sweet, to the point. She falls in love. She's like, one thing she is, I think she's like a little chubby, which is always perfect for a book for me because I'm a little chubby.
It was so hard for me to read this book specifically because I'm picturing the Grinch, Jim Carrey,
Jim Carrey,
the Grinch. And so I'm like, I don't know how to, in the book, she describes, he buff and got a nice body or whatever. But I literally am picturing the Grinch, Jim
right.
Carrey, the Grinch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
I can't. I can't. So he kidnaps her, literally, wraps her up in some blankets or whatever, like a little bag, kidnaps her, takes her home, and then it's just like, okay, let me seduce you right quick because I'm
Yeah,
what you need. And one, it had mentioned previously that she had masturbated to a picture of him or whatever, the Grinch looking guy before. And so he knew that and was just like, all right, well, let me take you on the ride of your life.
girl,
And I was on the ride of my life because
I,
what the fuck?
I need to talk about the peppermint cum because what the fuck is that?
That was crazy. I was like, okay, so not only I will say the points for creativity were off the charts
Yeah,
because I never in my life would picture a candy cane dick before, ever. And so that was interesting. I was like, okay, points for creativity there. And then the fact that his cum was peppermint was just like, where do you come up with this? Where do you
that's
come up with
it.
this?
It was really smart too because I was like, I would lick that, but I still think it was weird as hell. Like, it was weird.
And
It
she was
was
like, oh, then she's like, I normally, other men's cum would be disgusting, but his was peppermint, my favorite. Like, what?
oh my goodness.
I was like, girl, excuse me? It was what? Oh gosh, that was just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And so he, yeah, pretty much just gives her the best dick of her life.
And
And,
she marries him. Like,
and
I mean,
she
she
they
gets
get engaged and he gets her pregnant, and it's just happy little, let's live happily ever after together with our little weird human Grinch baby.
and your gigantic peppermint
Candy cane penis
candy
and
cane penis.
with peppermint cum.
Yeah. I mean, he told her one time, like, it's time to taste your treat. And I was
And
like, girl.
at first I was like, okay, I know where this is going. But then when it described everything, I'm like, whoa, I did not know where this was going. Had no clue where this was going.
Yeah, no, not at all. She was talking about being in ecstasy with this man. And all I could think of was he gotta be hairy
That's
because
what I was thinking. I was like, all I could think of was the Grinch. And I was like, she was giving him
ugh,
head. And I'm like, that gotta be fuzzy. Like, it gotta be fuzzy.
Is it fuzzy all the way around, like to the tip, or is it fuzzy like just around the base? You know?
I'm assuming just around the base because the rest of it was a candy cane. So, but that was
That's
just
true.
I was like, huh? I just had so many questions. I had so many questions
Girl.
because one,
How did she
why?
not catch BB?
No,
Because if he
no,
had a if he had a candy cane dick, then I'm assuming that like I don't think that's healthy for your coochie, girl.
yeah, that was just I don't know. That was a wild ride. But I will say there was, the aftercare he gave her. He was very attentive to her needs, though. Very much so. Like, let me carry you into the bathroom. Let me bathe you. Let me, like, I was like, okay, Monster Grinch guy. Now you're being
Yeah.
attentive.
Okay,
Okay, we love
Grim.
that. Yes, I was
Go
like, we love
ahead.
that. We love that. Cater to her needs. So, I don't know.
How many times did they have sex in that one night? Because she was sucking on his knob. She was
They was getting down, okay?
they I mean, and then we got to talk about the ending because her family not seeing that he was, this green monster was weird.
That was
Cause like,
that was really blowing me. Like she was blowing him because like we were like that was a really like what? And then they're like, oh, they were so excited for her to be with the most like eligible bachelor in town. So clearly, don't nobody realize that this is a green monster guy, and I'm just like,
yeah, I was like, okay, but I guess he has like this superpower where he just like can, alter people's minds so that they don't see him as this green monster. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but she had to fuck the non, human version. She was like, he couldn't make her not see the human version. He had to be this green peppermint cum having ass man.
but she loved him for him, so I guess that's a good thing because
That's true love.
she was willing to be with him although she was a little insecure. And then I love that she was like saying she was insecure and he's like, no, you're perfect.
I
like
love that too.
thank
Makes me
you,
feel good.
hairy
You know?
green guy, thank you for telling me that I'm perfect. Thank you. But he was just like, so I will say like they made him really sweet. Like he was very much like, no, you're perfect, you're great, like
He
telling
told
her.
her, he said, Cindy, you stole my heart and I can't live without you. Girl,
I was
I
like,
love
damn.
that. That was super sweet.
That's what I'm saying. Like this book gave me a lot of feels because at first I was like, ick, because I was like the Grinch, be for real. And then I was like, okay, they getting down. All right, Grinch, with your big candy cane dick. And then I was like, okay, this is really sweet. He's so attentive. And then like he ended up proposing to her, and now they're having a little Grinch baby. And I was just like, oh wow, like this book really just
I,
took me through all the feelings.
it took me through all the feelings because that show was not expecting no baby or a marriage in this book.
I thought
I
it was
went,
gonna be like a one time thing, and then like maybe every Christmas, like she'd come back,
yeah,
and they just have their little one night. I really didn't think it was gonna be like, okay, now let's marry each other and let's have a baby.
right. But it worked out. I don't think it was a bad book. I think it was for
What would
Christmas
you
read.
what would you rate it?
I mean, for creativity and just a fun Christmas story, I gotta give it a 5. Like I really do because I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just off the wall ass story and it's creative.
I'll give it a I'll give it like a 4. I think it was like very creative. It was nice to have a little, break from what we normally be reading. It was definitely interesting. Definitely something that I was like, what the hell am I in here reading? And it was super short, like super just like a fun little, short little Christmas story to just get us through. It was definitely a crazy recommendation though, because I was like, what the hell am I over here reading?
No, for real.
And then I'm just
No.
like really trying to picture the Grinch with like abs, and I was just
I
like,
mean, I feel like if you look at the cover, he's not so like hairy and weird looking. I mean he's weird looking for sure. But if you look at like the cover of the book, it's not so
But then even the cover, I was not satisfied with the cover because she ain't even chubby on the cover. Like they make her like she looks like she got a nice body. And so I'm like,
right.
so like when I seen the cover and then in the book she's like, oh, I'm chubby and sad. I'm like, well, the bitch on the cover don't look chubby and sad. She looked slim, trim, and happy. So I don't know what's
Well,
going on.
maybe she lost weight after fucking with the green monster, the
How she
Graham.
pregnant? She pregnant? How she done gain weight?
This might be after the fact. Maybe she lost weight, but she do. You know what? I am looking at this thing, and she do. She got a fat ass and
She does
everything.
have a fat ass. I was like, wow, okay. But then in the book, she's like,
Maybe
oh,
her gut is flat on his stomach or on his chest, though. Like you might not know that.
I don't know. But I mean, they did on the cover give him some really chiseled abs and arms. So I
He got
don't,
some big feet too.
I don't know. I
Would
really,
you recommend this book?
I want to say yeah, because if I read it, it'd have to be in awe. I need everybody to read it and be awed in awe too. Because if I had to read it, so the fuck do y'all. So read the damn book.
Read the damn book. I mean, it's only a few pages. Like, it's really not that long.
Literally so short, so to the point.
It's
Like,
it will make you smile and feel some type of way, and not in a bad way. So I would say I would recommend it too. Like Jay
definitely.
Price did her thing.
She did. That was a good one. That was an interesting one. I think, yeah, y'all need to read it.
Very much so. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.